Is growing concern about cybersecurity. Even now, Ascension hospitals are now pushing to restore all electronic health records this week. Last month's cyber attack that we told you about here on CBS News Detroit caused weeks-long disruptions in patient care and the hospital system.
And Cleveland City Hall reopened today after some kind of cyber incident there forced it to close down for 2 days. Officials say they are still investigating the nature and the scope of that incident. Joining us today is cybersecurity expert and author of the new book, Building the Human Firewall, David Darajotis. Thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
So let's start with Ascension. Some new information coming out about how this all may have happened. Apparently an employee may have just clicked on a malicious link. That seems like something so simple, something people are always worried about, and it led to all of this. Is that usually the culprit?
It's such a variety of things that happen, Shayna, and that's the biggest part, is getting your arms around security across the board, looking out for malicious actors. We have to worry about advancements in AI, those types of attacks, and then it comes down to employee training. You can't skip any of them. They all need to be taken very seriously.
Yeah, and with that training, it could mean having a really serious issue like this take place where it disrupts the entire system, right? How important is it that people are trained in this way?
Yeah, unfortunately, an incident has to take place before organizations take security much more seriously. And that's why I'm so happy to be here, because most often I feel like we're talking in the throes of a cybersecurity incident, and we talk about what can people do to be proactive. That's exactly why I wrote this second book, to be proactive. We're doing so much more online, we're overexposed, we're underprotected. We have to do the things that will protect us. It's preparation, it's knowing what to do, what not to do, and that's what this book is all about.
So I wonder if you go into detail about it with your book. Is it more on organizations or individuals? It seems impossible or unrealistic to expect all individuals to never make a mistake, especially when the schemes are getting more sophisticated.
That's very true. It's up to the organizations to be able to train the people. It always comes back to the organizations. The correct guidance needs to be provided. But you have to remember, people make up the organizations. And with everybody, or so many people, having the opportunity to work from home, taking laptops here and there, a lot of the lines are blurred. So it's so important that people know what to do. They understand the type of threats they're facing from AI, romance scams, fake video, audio. The threats continue to evolve, and we have to continue to evolve our education as well.
Yeah, like Shayna mentioned, as the threats continue to grow, it seems like they're advancing as we learn those patterns that they usually use. Is this sort of the thing where people need to make sure they're staying updated even if they don't feel like this directly impacts them?
100%. Terrence, it's all about understanding the latest trends, the latest threats. Artificial intelligence has raised the bar. It's allowed people that don't have the typical security skills to be able to carry out threats, being able to write phishing emails that they normally wouldn't be able to write. Long gone are the days of those grammar mistakes and poorly written emails. ChatGPT, Claude, which is made by Anthropic, these large language models, they do an amazing job. And by the way, a lot of these models are free. You don't even have to pay for them. So it's important to be aware of the threats that you're facing and where the elevation is taking place in terms of the attacks. And you have to stay ahead of it to know what you're facing.
You're an expert on all of this, so I wonder, when it comes to phishing emails, AI, deep fakes, all of these different threats that are out there, what keeps you up at night? What is top of that list?
It's a constant cat and mouse game. So what keeps me up is seeing the way that the game is evolving. Artificial intelligence being used to create incredible looking images of people. $650 million were lost last year to romance scams. These incredible images. So you have to be able to do your research. You have to be able to pause. I lose sleep about all the different functionality that AI can offer. It's incredible in terms of the efficiencies, being able to be more productive, to enhance what you're doing in a personal or business standpoint. But again, the technology can also be used for very bad things. Being aware of how it can be used for nefarious purposes is critical.
Is that part of what inspired you to write the book?
It is. I look at all of the people I've helped over the years, and it always comes down to people. It doesn't get any easier for me when I'm helping somebody who's lost $2,000 in a cryptocurrency investment, or somebody that's experiencing identity theft or medical identity theft. I know the steps to go through, but it doesn't make it any easier to see the heartbreak and to see the frustration that takes place with that. I wrote that book so individuals can try to avoid that to begin with.
And I am just curious, you know, we're hearing new updates like Apple's now introducing AI to its products. Do you get nervous about stuff like that, or is it inevitable that this is the way we'd move?
It's coming. The wave is absolutely coming. There will be no company, no significant company that doesn't use artificial intelligence in some way, shape, or form. So it's important to embrace it, to understand it, and to use it to your benefit.
All right, well, before we let you go, tell us more about the book. Where can people find it?
Building the Human Firewall can be found on Amazon.com. Go on there, take a look, and I'd be more than happy to help answer any questions that people have. Find me on social media.
All right, we always appreciate your time, David. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you.